Hello and welcome to Matt Slam 13. Now, slightly something a bit different this week. Now, yesterday, some of you are aware that I sent out a tweet and a YouTube, like an advert thing, to ask what you guys currently think of wrestling. And that's all wrestling. That's not just WWE, that's AEW as well. And I appreciate for all the facts and stuff that you all sent through, things that you want to see and things that you think need to change. I really appreciate it. So in return, make sure you leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then please subscribe and click that notification bell. Now, I'm just going to start off then. We've got a few tweets up here. I've just screenshotted them all, and I'm just going to read them out, and I'll check in a few of my own sort of things in at the same time. The first one that I come across, someone said there's just no superstars anymore. WWE don't have any superstars as such. Now, Roman Reigns has that kind of mould. But is that it? That's the only big selling point, is Roman Reigns? I mean, God, you go back 15 years, no less. It was just stacked. It was all superstars, all characters. But yeah, they just haven't got it anymore, are they? Simple as that. Yeah, The Rock, Stone Cold, who just goes on. Undertaker, Eddie Guerrero. These names were household names, and everybody knew who they were. Now, you could go for the roster and somebody wouldn't, a non-wrestling person would have no idea what you're on about. Whereas beforehand it was everywhere, media-wise. You think it'd be more with social media though, with Twitter and Instagram and that sort of thing. People would be more famous, but it's like the exact opposite. They may be famous outside the ring, as opposed to in the ring. So yeah, no superstars anymore in wrestling. What's that one there? They need a shit talker. Someone like Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, people who talk ridiculous, and there is no, is there? Who is there? No, I can't, top of my head, I can't think of anybody that actually winds you up when they talk. People like that. Yeah, commentators and just the promos, them promo things they used to do backstage and that, where they're gonna talk to you and they're gonna I don't know, gonna beat you up and that sort of thing. We just don't get that anymore. I think they briefly tried it last year on one of the main events where I went backstage and you had the tag team warming up and they're talking and all that sort of stuff. But there's no fun when it comes to interviews and things anymore backstage. What else we got here? These are some of some of these tweets here. People obviously want to remain anonymous as well. I have got a few shout outs to do at the same time. Some of the best and memorable parts of wrestling has always been the journey to get to the big matches. There you go. The journey to the big matches is sort of gone now, isn't it? Because the whole Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, for instance, they fight every week at the moment. There was no big massive build up, although obviously was build up, but it was just them in the ring against each other, either in a tag team match or something on those lines, rather than coming down and face off. And again, the promos sort of thing and something. So yeah, no storylines in that one. Another one, characters and good storylines. Lacks. Brock Lesnar. We need Brock Lesnar to make wrestling great again. What's your thoughts on that? What else we got here? Skipping through. Got a few pages. I was thinking as well, the releases recently, and then suddenly Samoa Joe is back. Samoa Joe is brilliant. I think that's a great thing to happen as come back, because he's not medically cleared to fight in the moment. So his part as the enforcer for William Regal is brilliant. There was rumours of Regal stepping down, and that's still not been quite squashed yet. So let's see what happens there. If he was to leave, WWE would make a big mistake unless he took over SmackDown, Raw, NXT UK perhaps. That would be a good shout, William Regal to move on. Also Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's rumoured to have made some sort of comment about coming back. I thought he was actually meant to be appearing in Ring of Honor or Impact Wrestling, one of those ones, and then work with WWE, a bit like AEW do with Impact. Actually, it can't be Impact then, so yeah, AEW Impact have their sort of crossover little things. Daniel Bryan going to Ring of Honor and perhaps having a set up there maybe has something to do with it. Let's have a look at go through these comments then. Wrestling Bro, according to idea, what the Fiend, yeah, where is the Fiend? We'd like some bit more clarification on that. His character was sort of squashed at Mania with us. So yeah, the Fiend, he needs to have a better purpose now. Doesn't need a title at all. That he can just have a feud with everybody. Have, say, bigger feuds and that sort of thing, more fun feuds. How many times did I say feuds? Yeah, 5. Yeah, so he could bring him back. So he doesn't have to go for the title, Universal title straight away. Perhaps he can go for a just another opponent, make a good storyline. Kerry, I like it at the moment. Some things I'd like to see are Ricochet wins the US title, and he has a feud with Angel Garza, and they have a match at SummerSlam. John Morrison needs to get away from the Miz and have a singles run. Yeah, John Morrison's, now that Miz is injured, going to be up for quite a while. Morrison can really get a do of a push here. That's for sure. The Miz, I personally like Miz, but Oaks, obviously my son, is a massive Miz fan. It's just something about him. He's a trash talk on the mic. He's the perfect example of somebody who can talk trash and wind you up. What else we got here? Miz and another single. I don't really like Alexa Bliss at the moment. Yeah, there's quite a few people have mentioned Alexa Bliss whole situation. I thought when she first came into it, I assumed she was going to be Sister Abigail. I think that way it would have worked, and then could have gone off separately and that thing. But the whole thing at the moment is just too similar to the Fiend. What they sort of carrying it over. Bliss is a quality wrestler, so they should really promote her wrestling side of things. I don't think her wrestling style is. I'd love The Rock to return. Yeah, The Rock's, that's been rumoured a few times. SummerSlam apparently. WrestleMania next year, Hollywood against Reigns. Everyone wants to see The Rock come back. He's just as popular as wanting CM Punk back. What else got here? Form a partnership with Uso, someone said there. I think it'd make a whole thing of Roman and Jimmy a whole lot more interesting. RK Bro should win the Raw Tag Team titles, and Alpha Academy should start a feud with the Mysterios over the SmackDown Tag titles, and Jeff Hardy should get a big push. Yeah, Jeff Hardy now coming to the end, I think, of his WWE career. I hate to say that, but he's not going to win anything again anytime soon. If anything, I can see Jeff Hardy being released maybe next year and team up with Matt Hardy, perhaps in AEW or another wrestling company. Always talk wrestling then. Alexa needs a big to stop the bullshit, and Nia needs to learn how to wrestle in the Performance Center, and Hardy needs a push, and Raw needs a new GM. Yeah, 100% agree with all them things. Like I said, Alexa Bliss needs to be sorted out. Nia Jax needs to learn to wrestle. Oh my hole! Yeah, she's a strange one, isn't she? Got the build and character and attitude of a wrestler. It just lacks the whole wrestler side of things. Hardy needs someone else he's mentioned there, Hardy needs a push. Like I said, I don't think it's going to happen. And Raw needs a new general manager. Yeah, I think so. I thought we were going to get that when Shane come back to fight Strowman recently, but then disappeared again. Bone-breaking action. Completely sucks. I've watched it for 40 years and it's never been so horrible. I still watch it just because. I haven't seen Ring of Honor in a while, but I wish that he had AEW's channel and time. Maybe they should do it right. Yeah, 100%. AEW are slowly burning up backstage as well, so that's WWE needs to take note of AEW, because before long, when the fans can get back in there, I think if AEW was to suddenly shoot over to England and put a sort of show on at Wembley, like a big event, it would be absolutely immense and it'd be a money maker. And because AEW, is it right they're not actually making a whole lot of money at the moment? Still, they're still sort of on par. Tony Khan's putting money into it, trying to build it up, which is obviously fair enough. Yes, you can't start a massive franchise like this without going to some sort of debt initially. And obviously they're probably banking on more live events and stuff like that. So yeah, Ring of Honor, yeah, I'm not really a Ring of Honor fan myself. I haven't watched it. But then, like you say, it's not on telly enough to watch, I suppose. Next one then. Who's this one? Matt Poloni era. The Fiend needs to come back, and Raw sometimes is getting bored. NXT is good, and SmackDown is good. Yeah, SmackDown is very consistent at the moment, that's for sure. NXT, I'm loving NXT at the moment. And even better now, say Samoa Joe is back. Yeah, Raw. Raw, yeah, Raw's a strange one. It's maybe the flagship show, yet since the pandemic last year, it just has not performed. Not sure why. Shaq Daddy, as you said there, I can't wait. Yeah, hope you're watching this video, and there you are, as a shout out for you. Your wrestling content is great. There you go. That's all we need to know on that one. Wrestling is fun. Other than that, shows on Monday nights. Yeah. So there you go. It's a few of you. What else got here? Yeah. So that's wrestling at the moment, and that's what you guys are thinking about wrestling. Like I said, there were some strange things recently with the whole release of Strowman and Black. Lana, yeah, I can understand. Black, I don't understand the whole reason for that. I know Strowman signed a massive $1 million contract, $1 million contract last year, which is very strange. He obviously Universal Champion, WrestleMania, obviously challenged for the against Shane McMahon. Seemed to put him on a pedestal. Then up until a few weeks ago, he was challenging Lashley and McIntyre for the WWE title, and then 3 weeks later, boom, gone, released. Very, very strange one. Now, I know he said some bad things about wrestling last year, about the independent circuit and stuff like that. But yeah, that's where that is at the moment. Aleister Black, Aleister Black was probably my favourite wrestler. Yeah, so I said something else here about wrestling. It's just mediocre. I forgot to say that one actually. At the moment, mediocre should and could be better, but also depends on which promotion you talk about. Yeah, again, that's whatever you're interested in. There's a comment there about Aleister Black going was shocking, and they haven't watched wrestling since he's been gone. So yeah, there's someone else said that about Aleister Black going. Not seen it in a while, but last time it was shit. And main events aren't so bad yet. They concentrate on the main events. But that's another thing. There's too many main events. I really think there should be 4, maybe 5. So you're thinking Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. That's your main 4. And I think all the NXT ones, they're fine. I think they'll actually continue because there's own little thing going on there. But you don't need Hell in a Cell. You don't need Money in the Bank. What's the other ones? Hell in a Cell, all that stuff. You just don't need it. Make them part of the other big 4 events. Maybe a smaller thing like King of the Ring might work because it's an actual tournament, so you got maybe 4 or 5 matches of an evening, 2-hour show on a Sunday night. That would work. So yeah, that's what people are thinking of wrestling at the moment. No, it's not all doom and gloom. I mean, I've been watching wrestling since 85, 86. I started watching wrestling, so I've pretty much lived through it all. I enjoy it, and I'll always watch it. Simple as that. Obviously, Vince McMahon is going to watch this video, or Tony Khan is going to watch this video and do anything other things, sort of thing. So, yeah, that's your thoughts on it. Like I said, if you need more comments down below, anything else you could think of. Not sure if it's going to be like a weekly show. We'll see what kind of feedback I get on this video. And yeah, stay safe. And I would say enjoy the weather. It's taking a turn for the worse today. Apparently there's thunderstorms due. Who knows? So yeah, stay safe people. Bye.